Ladies and gentlemen, if you are wondering how to format a hard drive for your Mac and which format will be the best for you, then you have come to the right place. So without wasting more time, let's dive in, shall we? Firstly, you have got a new hard drive and it's detecting on your Mac, but you are not able to transfer anything in that drive. This is because the hard drive is NTFS formatted, meaning it is only supported on Windows and cannot be used with Macs. Well, good news is we can change that very easily by going to Disk Utility. I find it best to search for Disk Utility via Spotlight. Now, as a precaution, this first drive, in my case it's Tages Macintosh, is your Mac's internal drive. You don't want this to be selected when you are making changes, so be careful. And here's all our external drives, as you can see. Also, when you connect the NTFS drive, there are chances it won't even pop up in Finder, but don't worry, it will still show up here in Disk Utility. Next is to format a drive, we need to select Erase. This will format the drive as well as erase the drive, so I suggest you get a backup first. Right now it's showing as NTFS. If you are only going to use your drive with Macs, then you can go ahead and use macOS Extended Journal or Case Sensitive Journal. I'll be talking about the difference between them in a bit, so stay tuned. Also, these are not all the available formats. Like for my hard drive, I've got multiple formats. So to fix this, from view here, select show all devices. It instantly shows the highest drive. Select the drive, then erase again. We still have the same options, so simply change the scheme to GUID partition and it should show all the formats including APFS, aka Apple File System. But say if you wanted to use this drive for both Mac and Windows, then we have two formats for that, Mac-DOS FAT32 and exFAT. At any cost, I wouldn't recommend FAT32 because this will only limit your transfers to a maximum of 4 GB. I mean, images are bigger than that these days. So go ahead with exFAT. This will enable the drive to transfer anything from both worlds. And if you are learning something from this video, a subs to my channel would be awesome. Moving forward, you can also do something I've done with my Seagate 2TB hard drive. I was only using this hard drive with my Mac until recently I had an urgency to use the same drive with Windows. I did not have a backup disk, so if I had formatted to exFAT, I would have been able to use with both the devices, but I would have lost all my data in the process. So I ended up making a different partition for Windows. This way I have my files and they are also better organized for both operating systems. Anyway, for doing this, make sure you have the scheme selected as GUID partition. Now, instead of erasing, we will choose the partition option and add a partition. If I wanted 100 GB allocated for Windows, I will change the format to exFAT and name this partition. Notice we no longer can adjust the size. So click on the main partition and reduce 100 GB from the previous size. That's 1.7 TB for me. This will automatically resize the new partition. 100 GB as we need, perfect. Finally, apply these changes and you'll have a new partition without losing any data in the process. But this took a lot of time on my Mac. For some reason, if you don't require the newly added partition anymore, it's as easy as going to partition again, select the partition you don't require and remove it for good. But remember, the data will also be erased this time. Now coming back to APFS and Mac-DOS Case Sensitive Journal formats, APFS is mostly for SSD drives. Any drive with a disk in it, APFS is not meant for it. This format will basically have a higher chance for data recovery if your SSD drive shall have any data loss. But the data transfer speed is much slower than journal format. So it's up to you, speed or safety. Now case sensitive format is nothing but if I create a folder with all uppercase and name another folder with the same name but with all lowercase this time, it will still show that the name is already taken. If you don't want that to happen, then case sensitive format is just for you. I hope you got what you're looking for in this video. If not, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. My name is Mufaddal. This is Apple Vibes. Take care and I will see you in the next video.